Imagine this. You are in your living room, sitting by the dark piano, and there are red flowers on each side of that piano. You sit on the coffee-colored chair, and you start playing a funeral song. You are wearing a white wedding dress, but you are crying and there is mascara running through your face. There is a man that is lying on the floor wearing a black suit, and there is a brown coffin on the side. But it's only two of you. You are playing the piano constantly because that's all you feel there is to move on from the man that is there. There are no words from him, but all that satisfies you is the music, and you never leave. You are there for days and the room starts to have an odor, and this is when you finally feel you can leave. You now feel your expression has now come to life by giving you what you need, which is a response back. An honest response back with no lies. But you are in a state. You go upstairs and you finally have a shower. But what happens to the man that is laying there? The police knock on your door. You answer and say you did it. You go back to the room and the guy laying on the floor is not there. The odor has completely gone. The police have no idea what you are talking about. They came because the neighbors were worried about you. But no one was there. Now you are relieved. Now you can move on.
Where do I go from here? I fell for something that I never thought I would experience in my life. Was I living a lie, or was this meant to be? Did I see a future in something that truly was not there? Did I deserve this? Why did you have to do this to me? Why am I not hearing anything from you? Am I a problem for you to be this way with me? Something that looked like a future was really a burial ground that I had to lay my head in, because that is where I am meant to be. I am meant to be laying down there waiting for this world to end so that I can rise from this misery, this lie, this heartbreak. While you were meant to be walking freely like nothing happened, like you did not put me there. You put me there, but you do not care. You just want the potential I had in life to waste. Waste the time I could have been having with people who truly meant something to me. People who wanted the best for me. Why did you want the worst for me? What did I do? I want to hear from you, but I hear nothing. The only thing I want to do is make you feel the same way, like there's no way out. What a lie to fall for. Now I feel trapped. Now I feel I can't move on. I want to do something about this. I want him to feel the same way. He thinks he can get away with this. He thinks he can move on. When he never cared, now he's nothing to me. The time passes, and I acknowledge to move on. But I want to confront him. Make peace with what is yet to be gone. But tell him that he can't move on. And here's where it ends. End the heartbreak. With what I will do. This is a release of my emotions. This is when peace begins. I acknowledge he pays for his dishonesty. And realize I have feelings too. What a lie to fall for. Now I feel trapped. Now I feel I can't move on. I want to do something about this. I want him to feel the same. What a lie to fall for. Now I feel trapped. Now I feel I can't move on. I want to do something about this. I want him to feel the same. What a lie to fall for. Now I feel trapped. Now I feel I can't move on. I want to do something about this. I want him to feel the same. What a lie to fall for. This is a release of my emotions. Now I feel I can't move on. Have I made a mistake? I acknowledge he pays for his dishonesty. I want him to feel the same. What a lie to fall for. A lie, a lie, a lie. I entered a relationship I did not think would take my life away. I thought I was in a relationship that will progress. I thought there was a future for us as partners. I thought love was the foundation of our relationship, but all I eventually got, in the end, was silence. I got silence, and now I am dealing with it. Now I feel I can't move forward because to me we were a team. You were my life. The conversations we had, you expressing your love for me was really a facade. Now you think you can move on. I am not a person to you. I gave you my life and you just ran away with it. You ran away with my desire for life. How will you feel when a man repeatedly tells you he loves you but decides to leave you standing in the rain without shelter, without a place to call my own? Without a place of love. Without explaining himself. He is blank, but you have the feeling he is okay with it. You see him already moving on with another person. He left me feeling full of life to feeling like there is no life in me. The person he left me with, does she understand that the cycle is being repeated? How dare you profess your love for me and make me think we have a future together when you have already moved on so quickly? But I refuse. You cannot move on making me stay feeling like this. You have to pay for what you have done. You cannot move on. The question that I want to be answered is why you had to give me so much hope but then do the opposite of what you were expressing to me. Since you have taken the hope that I have, you must pay. How will you pay, you ask? I will make sure you feel the same, by exposing you for your lies. Exposing you for your lies that makes you only see me and it's only me, but you are no longer anything to me, other than a memory. It's heartbreaking to feel you got so much love from the person you are dating and you think, this is it. I have a future with this person and all that is important is us building our relationship and progressing from this. Can you believe this person told me that he loved me? When a man tells you, he loves you, isn't it meant to be considered true? Isn't hearing I love you repeatedly supposed to be considered genuine? He told me loved me, which means he loves me, isn't it? But then he moves on, nothing from him, just silence. Now I live every day wondering, where is the love? Did he say he loved me so that I can feel love, and when he leaves me, that's the only love that I know? I feel like I am empty, like he's taking the love I had away. How do I heal from this, other than expose him, and make him feel the same way? But can I really expose him to the point he can no longer hide? I like to imagine him feeling the same way I feel. He feels like he can't move forward because of his lies. The people he has relationships with leave him with nothing. They take his love for life, his desire, and his ability. They give him hope and then just grab it, and the hope he had has just vanished. I want him to feel the pain he left me with. How can I move on from this, when I just see no way out? What is the best way to respond to this, when I want him to feel the same way? It would break my heart to see him happy with someone else while I am here trying to reach for life, like I cannot breathe because of him. What do you do with this silence? Being in a relationship that feels truthful, that makes you imagine a future with that person. That makes you think this is it. Then the person does something that you least expected. He takes away your life and you never expected this to happen. Now he thinks he can run away and live his life like he never did anything wrong. But you are still dealing with this. You feel like the "I love you" from him is repeating in your head, but you are not getting any feeling from it, other than annoyance. The image of him is in your head, because that's all you really saw, that's all you knew. He's nothing to you, but he is still bothering you, and the only thing you wish to do is take his life away. What do I do when he is in my head constantly? Maybe him being in my head is a reminder that I need to make peace with what has gone. Take confirmation that the silence he is giving me is for my own good so that I can find my way back to life. Maybe I was not really living life, just a twisted delusion. This experience gives me confirmation that even though the love he gave me felt like everything, we are not meant to be. I hope he experiences the same thing. Receiving hope but getting nothing in return usually is a lesson that this hope I was given was to hurt me, and the way to deal with this is to think that the person who gave me hope was trying to save me from further heartbreak. Maybe the person I was in a relationship with wanted me to be the only one he sees so that I don't move on, and he takes my life away so that he can get his own energy to move on himself. Maybe he had nothing to give other than words, other than taking someone else's desire for life. What if the next relationship he has with someone, the person sees him for who he is, which is a taker because he has nothing to give? What if his relationship fails because all he is likely to give is words, and the life he has taken from someone else dries out, and all he does is keep searching until he apologizes for all the bad he intended to do? It's very important to express how I feel, make peace with what's gone, and realize that I had potential, which is why his desire to take my life has failed. He is unable to do that. He cannot take my life. He will see me moving on and think he made a mistake to leave me, because now he's alone, as the life he thought he took from me has come back to me, and now I am thriving without him. What if he never is alone? One thing I must consider is someone hurt him and he needs to heal other than take the life he thought someone took away from him. He needs to heal, and I must take back the pieces he broke within me by just focusing on the silence to put the pieces back where it came from. The question I want to ask him is why he did such a thing, but all I get is silence, which means this question exposes the truth that truly you have nothing to give.
You used the silence that you were experiencing from the other person to mend back the pieces that were taken from you. This was by listening to the voice in your head that was telling you to confront what is gone so that you can move on. You made peace by listening to the sound of the music to process everything that has happened, and now you can start a new slate with an awareness of what was confronting you so you no longer make the same mistake again. The silence was confirmation that you can move on. The wedding dress you were wearing was to show how hopeful you were, but really you were not getting anything. But the man that you thought you had a future with saved you from the lies you could have held with him if you continued the relationship. You are now in a state you can be relieved you never entered into a relationship that was not meant to be. Now there's a future.